Okay, so we'll go ahead and get started on the Ohio State Marshall game from this past weekend. Going to try to typically do a film review for Ohio State on Monday. Hopefully, try to get the Michigan game in as well on Tuesday. And then as I, start to flesh out more of a schedule for this channel, hopefully we'll be having content posted every day. Want to kind of review some of the biggest games of the weekend, all dependent on how many of these condensed full game tapes I can get. Um, there's a channel, Brody Knows Ball. He's also got a Twitter page. He does this for every Ohio State game and usually has them out the day after. So um, definitely go check him out, give him a sub, and show his channel some love because without him doing this, I would not be able to give you these videos. So big shout out to Brody Knows Ball. But we're going to start with the Ohio State Marshall game. I want to get Michigan USC. They have the full game out on YouTube, but it's not all the commercial or all the play stoppages have not been taken out, so it's like over 2 hours. Um, I want to get Tennessee versus Oklahoma because I thought that was an interesting game, and then hopefully start to do some more each week. But again, kind of want to later in the week get more into a general overview of what happened and just start getting into some games that I'm not able to do these full game reviews for. And then, towards the end of the week, towards Friday, we'll start getting more into the upcoming games this weekend. I'm supposed to be at the Georgia-Alabama game in Tuscaloosa this weekend, but there may be some issues with that hurricane. We're flying into Atlanta on Friday morning, and the hurricane may prevent that. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get started with this Ohio State game. And first kickoff here, bangs it out of the end zone, but I believe there was a flag. I guess not. So no issues on the first kickoff there. So incomplete pass there. Let's see, not a ton of pressure. I guess Jack Sawyer was in the area. Good coverage by I believe that was Jordan Hancock. 2nd and 10. Um, Completes it. Not seeing a ton of pressure here. I mean, look at that pocket. That's perfect pocket. Not a ton. The D line did not play very well in this game. We'll just get that right out of the way. So they do flush him out of the pocket. Stone Earl, the quarterback, so they do flush him out of the pocket. He's able to um, make a throw on the run there across his body. Kind of a tough throw to make between those two guys, but found a little hole in the zone to kind of sit down in. Um, I'm not sure who was supposed to be covering this guy. Kind of turns into scramble drill. You see Cody goes after him, but it's a little too late there. Hancock was following the quarterback. Just misses it there. So Ohio State kind of got rolled on this first drive. And Tyleik Williams is not in the game. They've got Hero Canoe, and you can see him right there, number 93, kind of blocked up. So Cody makes a tackle there. Let's see, they bounce this run to the outside here. Goes for about 3. Let's see if there was any sort of. Yeah, I mean, so they hit him. They hit him 1 yard. Falls forward for about 2. You just see that a lot with Ohio State's defense past few years. They hit guys and they let them fall forward for another couple yards. It's annoying. Caleb Downs upends this dude, falls forward, but although he's kind of in the air. So, but nice tackle there by Caleb Downs. Just the ability to navigate traffic. Look at him coming from all the way over here. Fires in there, holds it to about a 3-yard gain. Great play by Caleb Downs there. Let's see him. Yeah, there he is. Guy knows how to be in the right place. So good good time to throw on third down. Four-man rush, dropping everybody back into coverage there. Jack does get some pressure, but not enough. Not I mean, still really had a good amount of time to throw, clean pocket, and this guy's covered by Denzel, but just kind of squeeze it in there. Good throw. Let's see here what we got. Let's see this pocket from this angle here, because I mean, look at that. I mean, that's just not good. Not good by the defensive line there. I mean, that's great anticipation on that throw by Stone Earl. Finds his man, perfectly placed ball. Okay, so full read, and this guy's open. Four-man rush, actually five. He's just wide open right there, huh? Defense is kind of sitting back a little bit, hoping the pressure gets there before, you know. But I mean, good protection. Look at this. He's got nobody within 2 yards of him. They were determined to get the ball out quickly, and they did. I mean, just look at this. Nobody wins. Marshall wins that, wins that, wins that. Nobody's winning here. And then Cody got blocked. Still gets to him, but hits him, bounces off, picks up an extra 5 yards on that one. That's It's not great. I mean, it really just kind of looks like it starts up here at the defensive line. I mean, look at this. This is, I mean, I could run to that hole. That's just not good. I mean, I know they're missing Tyleek Williams, but this is just not good. Good play by Jack Sawyer here off the edge. Flies in there, slows him up, trips him up for a gain of about two. Stone Earl, just a QB run, QB draw. Look at this just massive lane, though. I mean, you've got anybody could run through that hole. And then you got the lead blocker coming out here to take Sonny out of it, but Sonny still gets there. So Lathan's going to come in, knock that ball out, and fortunate bounce for Marshall that uh, it does get out of bounds before it looked like Sonny and Lathan both jumped on it, and neither of them could get a hand on it there. And we'll just kind of fast forward through this because it doesn't go to Ohio State. Marshall recovers the fumble. So let's see what we got going on here. Good job staying home. Good job making that tackle, but still, again, allowing these guys to push you backwards. Picks up an extra couple yards there. So second and goal on the one. Good. Finally, get some good penetration there. Um, the goal line defense. Who's that? I see a 9. I see that Cade McDonald. I don't know why, or is that? Yeah, that's Cade McDonald. I don't know why he wasn't out there for most of the game. I think he gives you a little more than Hero Canoe does, but let's see here. Well, these guys all just flatten right here, and he just dives right over. Harvell Reese tries to make the tackle, but he's already over the line. White boy, running back goes in. Let's see how this looks from above. You're getting push. Somebody's just got to fill that hole there. It's a big hole though, because these guys are all on the ground. He just jumps over and right in. So I mean, you could say that Marshall was lucky to have that fumble go out of bounds because they did cough it up. But I mean, overall, they deserved to score on that play. Ohio State didn't generate any pressure. They were mostly rushing with just the front four, no blitzing really. Um, and Marshall just marches right down the field. So not a great showing by the defense, particularly the defensive front. So touchback, okay. Offsides, okay, on the kicking team. So special teams miscues for both team, although way more for Ohio State. Okay, first down at the 30 with the 5-yard penalty moves it up from the 25 to the 35. So is that a handoff to Trey? Goes for about 2. This dude's fired up. One guy slips through. Otherwise, who loses that? Who loses his block there? That Tegra. Tegra just kind of lets that guy slip through right here. That's Tegra. Just lets his guy slip through and he makes the play. But otherwise, I mean, this had potential if that guy was not allowed to slip through. I mean, that hole would have opened up and Trey could have got right through, but Tegra just let his man get around him. So little tunnel screen to Emeka, and let's see if you can predict what's going to happen here. We've got Donnie Jackson back on the field here. G. Scott's going to block this guy. Seth is going to block this guy. Simmons is going to block somebody over here. Donnie's coming down to address, this part and seal this off so he can just slice right through. But I mean, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you got, Jeremiah's already blocking this guy, but you've got numbers here already. And no points if you can guess what happened here. Good breakaway speed by Emeka there. And takes the house. Do love Carnell Tate falling and not giving up on it the whole time. Carnell Tate loves to block. And he is a special part of his team. Carnell Tate is just one of those guys who will do whatever the team needs and make sure his buddy gets into the end zone there. Great catch and run by Emeka. Way to block that downfield. I mean, the wide receiver blocking, the downfield blocking in general is just a night and day difference from last season. Cannot be overstated just how much better the downfield blocking is for Ohio State this year. So fielding another successful kick there. It would get very ugly soon here. Okay, so quarterback draw, and nobody is able to get off their block here at all. Everybody's blocked up. This Marshall dude even loses his hat and lets the quarterback go for big yards. You got this whole side of the field cleared out, and it's left to Lathan Ransom. But flag on the play. Let's see what happened. Was it a hold? Is that why nobody was able to get off their block? Or looks like they're pointing at Marshall. We'll find out in a moment here. Holding. Marshall. Okay. So they're taking that one back then. All right. 20 yards. So that's why nobody was able to get off their block. I don't know the number. We don't have the audio going, but 1st and 20 here. Again, look at this. Clean pocket. And I know they're getting rid of the ball quickly, but you got nobody getting off a block there. And I know it was extremely hot during this game, and we know that Ohio State's defensive line is better than the way they played. So maybe the heat was getting to these big fellas. impacting the effort levels. I think I see Caden McDonald there. Yeah. I mean, that K-Mac, he needs to be in the game more. He's the one that makes this play here. Watch. Look at him. Sheds his block, hits him in the backfield, no gain. Or maybe he fell forward for a yard, but that's just typical with Ohio State. It's everybody's always falling forward for an extra 2 yards. Um, but great play there by Cade McDonald. Look at him get off his block and make that tackle. Somebody else did too. I don't want to shortchange. Was that JTT there on the edge there? Yep, that was Tuimoloau. So good play by him too. Although I have heard a lot of people were unhappy with his performance in this game, but he did pretty well there. So 3rd and 19, uh, just keep him short of the sticks. Not a ton of pressure. Yet again, I mean, he's clean in there. Edge is sealed off. He's free to take off and run. JT kind of guides him out of bounds there, and a little chippiness after the whistle there. Physicality by Marshall, huh? That looked like a terrible punt, but I guess it took a good bounce. So burner. Okay, so Ohio State gets the ball at the 24, and we throw a swing pass to Carnell Tate, and he fights forward for about 6, 7. See the protection here, because they've been getting the ball out so quickly. It's really hard to kind of gauge the protection, but fantastic protection there. All day to throw. Comes back to the ball nicely there. Who's that? Uh, Jeremiah Smith. Okay, that way to come back for the ball there. Tries to turn upfield, but gets taken down. First down, though. Offense did a lot of good things today, but I think this drive ends badly. Ooh, he could have handed that off and picked up some really good yards. I mean, there was a lane there, but Carnell's coming open over the middle there. Nice catch, but he's going to get flipped there. That's painful, but he bounces right back up. Tough kid. Oh, here it is. Here's the pick. So Will Howard's first pick is a Buckeye. Looks like Kazmarek loses his hat there. Sees Jeremiah in single coverage, streaking down the sideline, but was really never open. Ball. I just don't think that ever really had a chance. Jeremiah was not even looking. I don't think he expected to get the ball. If you look where his head is, now he's looking, but picked off. Just kind of ill-advised by Will Howard there. You kind of got to make that throw further to the sideline as well, because if your guy's on the outside, then you've got to put that like over here in a place where either Jeremiah makes a over the shoulder catch, outside shoulder catch, or it's just too far and goes out of bounds. But when your guy's outside and the defender has the inside, you can't float that inside. That's just not. Will Howard's got a lot, lot to be desired on the deep balls, but not a good decision there. Not a good throw either. It's a tough throw to make, and I don't even think he should have thrown it at all. Not really knocking him for the throw, more so just the decision to throw it in general. Um, Let me see here what we've got. Let's see. I mean, I don't know why he just immediately locked in on Jeremiah and decided he was going to throw it to him. I guess, you know, he's just taken to heart the idea that if Jeremiah's in single coverage, you just throw it to him every time, which he is. And you kind of, I guess, anticipate that he's going to get around his guy and beat him deep, and he's going to be open, here. Once he's going to pass him up and be open deep, but just kind of allows himself to get pushed out of the play. So not entirely on will, but mostly, I'll say. Wasn't a great throw. Wasn't a wasn't a great route, but hopefully you learn from it. Okay, so they've got the ball at the 9, and not a ton of penetration here, but not really a whole lot of push being allowed. Be about a 2-yard gain, 3 yards, I guess. And that was well, you do get some rushers in there, but they're anticipating that and they're getting rid of the ball quickly. Marshall. It's a nice mossing there by the Marshall receiver. Wins the battle with Iggy. Good play there. So Stone Earl, 6 of 8, 58 yards. I mean, they're other than that hold that took their kind of killed their second drive. I mean, they're moving the ball pretty well here. And again, somebody whiffs there, gaping, gaping hole here, and not very good contain. These guys are getting pushed out, and I don't know what's going on here. The linebacker, Cody, is out of position there, slips, and it goes for 9 yards. Look at this pocket again. Just not much pressure by the front seven. I mean, you do kind of get through a little bit there, but great play by Lathan Ransom there coming in, tripping him up for a loss. Good play. Really good play by Lathan. Okay, 3rd and short. This is where you kind of saw Ohio State get beaten quite a bit. They give it a lot of 3rd and shorts. So, design quarterback run. Doesn't get touched until he's past the line to gain there. Ty Hamilton makes a tackle after about 4 or 5 yards, but not not good from the front. I mean, nice way to limit the damage there by the secondary. Jack almost got to that. Or who was that? Caden Curry? I think that was Caden Curry. Almost gets it, but good job by Lathan, who's all over the place, limiting the damage there. Again, once again, defensive line hits him after a yard, but picks up an extra 4 or 5 yards or 3 or 4 yards there on the ground. It happens so much with this Ohio State defense. I saw it a bunch last year. They just always let these guys fall forward for like an extra 2 yards, sometimes three. And the issue here is that is Michigan's entire game plan. Michigan doesn't really get great push on their line. They just get 3 to 4 yards every time and hopefully sometimes a lot of that is just from falling forward, picking up an extra yard or two. And that's Ohio State is consistently allowing that. They're not pushing these guys back. So let's see here. Zero pressure again. Spotlessly clean pocket. Although somebody does get off the edge there. Was that Kenyatta Jackson? Can't tell. Or is that K? Or is that JT? Hard to tell, but um, completes it. I don't know if this is going to be a first down. I don't think so. Okay, so 4th and 1 here. Stone Earl just trips. I don't think he would have gotten there. It looks like um, Taiwan Malone was ready. Let's watch him here. Yeah, I mean, if he didn't get it, JT was getting off his block and Sonny was there too. So I don't think they would have picked up that 4th down if Stone Earl hadn't fallen. Um, but, you know, still doesn't make you feel all that great inside knowing he had to slip and fall there. But again, I think Taiwan Malone would have been there. Okay, so clean pocket for Will Howard, dumps it off to Quinshawn, picks up 10, 11. Just easy. That's just look at that stiff arm too. Look at this. Dirts him right in front of the Marshall bench, huh? Nice. Big lane to run through. Where are we going there? What's we would have maybe liked him to just kind of run it this way. I know there was one blocker and 3 guys there, but at least pick up some positive yards. I don't really know what the big idea was there, but it's Quinshon Judkins, and he has earned the benefit of the doubt, as you'll see here. So similar. I mean, look at this. I mean, this is I mean, that's an 8-yard hole, and gets down around inside the 5 there. Yeah, look at Carnell. Wide receivers blocking. That's what wide receivers blocking does. We did not have it last year. That's what those are the kind of plays you can get when your receivers block. 6, 7-yard gains turned into 30-yard gains. Just like that. Don't love this. Toss into the boundary. I mean, outside run into the short side of the field. I mean, that's just one guy, gets through here. Don't love that. And he's in. Let's see this blocking here. There's Donnie Jackson. So Judkins comes in with the head of steam there. They said he was down at the 1, but it did look like oh, it's Trey. Okay. And okay, he was down at the 1. Okay, so they did have a better angle here. T formation. Look at this. Just old school. Patrick Gird's going to come in and tush push if need be, but he was already over the line there. Good play by Seth McLaughlin. Seth McLaughlin's an NFL center. I don't know what you heard, but Seth McLaughlin is an NFL caliber center. And Will Howard just piggybacks him into the end zone. Oh, here we go. Here comes the first of 3 kicks out of bounds. What's going on here? I don't know. Just unacceptable. Hmm. Nice little move by this dude here, huh? Catches a block, jukes Sonny out of his shoes. Harvell Reese and Taiwan Malone are there to make the tackle. Who's that? Oh, Jack Sawyer. Gets through on the twist there. Just whiffs on the tackle, but Ty Hamilton's there to make it. And I believe he is short of the line. Let's see. So Jack's going to come inside here. And, but look at this hole. I mean, there's just a big hole opened up there. Nobody's filling. Let's see what do we got here on third down. JT gets through there and really just these guys were going to be ready to pop him if he tried to turn the corner there. And just kind of guys just getting lost in the wash here and really was nothing for Marshall there. So defense comes up with a stop even after the oh boy, even after the kick out of bounds. But Innis, sun in his eyes, mishandles the punt, and this would be called back though. I don't quite remember what it was, but you can see the sun glinting off his face mask. But you're yeah, that's just you just gotta you just gotta run away and let that one go. Let it bounce where it may. But whatever the penalty was, I don't know. They're showing it here. I don't know, but it was a before the muff punt even happened. So yeah, look, he's trying to shield his eyes from the sun there. Got his hand up, trying to create a little visor. Give him a darked out visor or something like that. But he's not going to make the same mistake twice. Got a little second chance, little new lease on life there, Brandon Innes, but they're not going to. They won't yank him. Look at this. Look at this develop here. Primary hole, secondary hole opens up there, and goodbye. Now it's just a foot race. 11's got good speed. Not quite enough. 86 yarder. And of course, look who is the first guy down the field to celebrate with him. Running all the way is Carnell Tate. He just plays the right way. Okay, let's see. Let's see how this run developed here. You can already see the crease materializing here. And just great blocking there. Let's see. Let's see Donnie Jackson. Donnie Jackson gets up there. Let's watch Seth too. Double team. Pins this guy back there. Takes him out of the play. But really it's Austin Searveld and Josh Fryer who really clear the lane there and make that happen. Good for them. These two right here. The C's part and Quinn is off to the races. Okay, well, he's able to hit the extra point there. So 21-7, another kick out of bounds. I don't know. I don't know what to say. I mean, one, You give the guy the benefit of the doubt. He does it again. I don't know what you chalk that up to, but when he did it a third time, that's just unacceptable. But he's going to hand the ball off, and it looks like K-Mac is almost there. He needs to be on the field more. Look at him just bulldoze this dude right here. Goodbye. Just this dude just bounces right off him. Nice hit by Lathan Ransom there. CJ Hicks on the field too. Lane's opened up. We gonna fill this? Are we gonna? Okay, I do think he picked it up. Okay, yeah, he picked it up there. Good push by Hero Canoe there. Who's that? CJ Hicks making a play there. Way to fire on it, CJ Hicks. Good. Got him here. With the line. What's going on with the line? You got Mitchell Melton in the game and that K-Mac there. Caleb Downs in coverage. Did he get there a little early? Tough to say, but ball looked a little high. Let's see. Maybe he does get there early. I don't know why they didn't call that, but well, they are able to get pressure on this kind of later developing route, but big chunk play there. Let's see where this guy comes from. It's a little, oh yeah, not great coverage there. Let's see here. Kenyatta's on the field generating pressure. Is that CJ Hicks's ball or is that Mitchell Melton? Yeah, that's Mitchell Melton. Hmm, tough, tough one there. Make a tackle in space. There you go. Lorenzo Styles, huh? Nice job, Lorenzo Styles. Look at that. One on one. Not great pass rush, although Jack does kind of get through. This guy is wide open, and that's Lorenzo Styles. If that pass was caught, well, he may have been able to close. You had this, whoever that is, coming in. We got second unit out there in the back end. But pretty fortunate that that was dropped. What do we have here? Who slips through there? Who's this? Caden Curry. Yeah. He would get ejected from the game, but I mean this is a great win there. Look at him. Great, great, great play. And that is what, a 10-yard loss? 11? Take him out of field goal range. Beautiful. Put some dudes in that are gonna rush a passer, man. Put some dudes in that are going to play with intensity. Jack Sawyer was close as well. So they're out of field goal range now. They punt it. Brandon Innes just stays away. Okay, let's uh, let's take a look at how this one materializes. Jelani Thurman on the field. This has got some potential. Jeremiah Smith's got to get a block. Emeka's got to beat this guy. Picks up about 8. Good play. Let's go right back the other way. Carnell's blocking on the outside. Look at him blocking, man. He's just doing his job. I mean Carnell's block there. I mean that's enables Emeka to pick up an extra 15, 20 yards there. Cannot say enough about Carnell Tate's blocking. He is a breath of fresh air, man. Okay, let's see Trey. Massive lane there. Jelani Thurman pushing this guy down the field, and they just wash everybody off to the side, and just a bunch of DBs left to tackle Trey Henderson. Big run. I mean, they are busting some big runs here. Seth, it's kind of a bad snap, but Will's able to adjust, and Trey originally runs into Donnie, but then Jelani Thurman is able to clear this guy out and allow him to cut it back. Not great protection there, but able to slip out, and that's why you want a running quarterback. Turns a no gain into 7 yards in the third or second and short. Okay, who gets beat here? I don't know. Maybe a miscommunication here. These guys both go for the double team on him, which leaves a free rusher there. And that guy is just right there in the backfield. So I don't know. That was a mistake. Nobody picked him up at all. 3-yard loss. Yeah, let's see it. Oh, was Jelani, the puller, supposed to get him? Was that how that was supposed to go, or I don't know. But those guys seem like they knew they had to double team him, and then I'm wondering if he was supposed to come along and just smoke this guy here before he could even get to Trey. Otherwise, if this guy's not in the equation, this is blocked up pretty good and likely gets, some good yardage. But in fact, let's go back and take a look here. Yeah, I mean, he probably scores. He probably scores if Jelani comes through here and cracks this guy, because this is the only guy. I mean, this guy's around and unblocked, but he's not going to get to Trey if that guy's blocked and Trey's just running without it, without any impediment. That's a touchdown. But yeah, I do think maybe it was Jelani Thurman who missed his assignment there. So it's a weird little look. Pitch play, that's a reception there to Emeka. Turns a corner, stumbles a little bit. Something's up with this turf. Um, but still is able to pick up a few extra yards after he stumbles. Ooh. Does that on the handoff and kind of counters back. Interesting look there. And look at this. I mean, look at this massive lane here. Trey makes a couple guys miss. These two, they run into each other. Trey just kind of cuts it back and buries it home. Yeah, I mean, gosh, look at that. Look at just a massive lane to run through there. Just the vision to cut it back this way, the agility. Those guys just fell, juked them out of their shoes. I mean, that is poetry in motion there with the run game, man. I mean, this this offense just looks so much different from last year. I mean, they ran for 2 yards a carry against Maryland last year. I mean, they were just getting stonewalled. And then Fielding kicks it out of bounds again. Marshall probably, I think this is the drive where they score, but good grief. I mean, that's just, you're, you're at Ohio State and you can't even kick the ball. You don't even have a guy that can kick the ball and keep it within the field of play. I mean, that's just, there's something deeply wrong there. But let's see what's going on here. Got a little bunch over here playing off coverage a little bit. Arvell Reese thinks he's going to try to cut it up this way and gets fooled a little bit, but he cuts it back. Jack Sawyer's there to take him, but falls forward for another yard or two, as per usual. 2nd and 4. What's going on here? Why is nobody filling this hole? Sonny's got to fill that hole. I mean, that's enormous. There's massive holes in this game on both sides, and somebody's got to fill that hole. And Sonny's just late. Lets him get out and turn up field. Picks up about 5. So who makes this play? JT does, but I think something good happens here. No, it's all JT. Good play by him. Was he playing great today? No, but he's making plays. I don't think he's as bad as people were saying he was, but still a lot of time left in this game. Just a little timing, covered receiver, perfectly thrown ball. Stone Earl's a decent quarterback. Obviously not an excuse, but I think that was Sonny getting kind of lost in the wash there. There's nowhere to go for him here, and he's trying to follow his lead blocker. So I don't know if Sonny gets impacted by what's going on here, but maybe not a great angle. Maybe underestimates the speed a little bit and just doesn't cut him off. That should have been a TFL. He had the line to be there, but lets him get around, pick up a first. Yikes. What is happening here? We're not. There's what does JT do there? I guess he kind of tries to take that guy out of the equation. Arvell Reese comes up. Jack Sawyer helps him make the tackle. Falls forward for an extra few yards, as usual. Short yardage here. Oh. Guess nobody was open down there, but way to string this thing off to the sideline. And there you go, Arvell Reese. Third and third and short. Looks like Jack Sawyer's coming off the edge there, but slips. Sonny is in the area, but hmm. So he was out of bounds for that one. Yeah, they talked about that for a while, but these refs were not great. Not great pressure from anybody other than Caden Curry there. Everybody else loses, and this guy just kind of, or this guy, sorry, he's not covered. Good job by Stone Earl finding him. Okay, you got 12 seconds left in the half here, and oh, this was the targeting on Caden Curry. Yeah, whatever. Yeah, let's take a look and see here. I don't. I mean, is that targeting? Does his head kind of look at his head? Kind of comes forward here. Then again, his body kind of comes forward. I would probably just call that roughing the passer. Targeting is just so silly. I thought targeting was meant for spearing a receiver with your the dome of your head right into his head when he's coming over the middle. But targeting has just gotten completely out of control. So stupid. And the word targeting is just idiotic because you're automatically assuming that you knew the guy's intentions and that you could read his mind. But whatever. Okay. So 12 seconds left in the half. No pressure whatsoever. Cleanest pocket imaginable. And this dude, I don't think he got his foot down in bounds, but if you're Ohio State, you kind of deserve to give that up. I mean, look at him. He's open. There's no pressure in the pocket there. So basically, you're just kind of hoping that you get bailed out by him not being in bounds. So, not a whole lot of sympathy for Ohio State that this call didn't go their way. Let's see. I mean, that looks pretty clear to me. I don't, I mean, it looks like his foot is kind of angled this way, and it's not like flat like that. It looks to be angled that way and on the line. So I don't know. I mean, I guess they called it inbound, and this guy is staring right at it. So I don't really understand. I mean, maybe, but then again, you can kind of see right here, like there's the line. I think his foot's on the line, just barely, but whatever. Again, you're Ohio State. You deserve to give that up. You got no pressure, and you didn't cover him, so you deserve to give it up. Don't get bailed out. Don't expect the refs to bail you out. Okay, so that's end of first half there. Kick goes out of the end zone. Little swing pass to Quinshawn. G. Scott's getting pushed backward. Quinn kind of gets around him there. I mean, really, this caused this play to not have enough time to develop. I mean, this really delayed Quinshawn and allowed these guys to get in position to make this play. So, not great blocking there. Let's see here. Who's doing work here? That that G. Scott getting tossed around there. Able to squeeze past these guys. One of them is able to trip him up there, but that was nice play. Could have been popped, but Way to watch Seth here just bulldoze that guy. Nice little 15-yard run. Look at Seth over here. Tosses him to the ground. Okay, Emeka. A lot of swing passes, a lot of screen passes. Good good blocking by G Scott there, I think. Yeah. Yeah. Good job. Good job, G Scott. I'll give you some credit where it's due. Way to be physical. We'll toss. This one doesn't look like it has much of a chance, although there is. This guy's gonna be there. Yeah. So third and short, money down at PI. Yeah, that's PI. I mean, I don't know what this guy's freaking out about. I mean, he is tackling Carnell to the ground. How is Carnell taking to end up on his backside with this guy on top of him? And he's freaking out. I know you're in the heat of battle, man, but it's pretty blatant. Let's take a look here. Let's see if they show it again. Yeah, they will. So he's got a hold of him and he just choke slams him. All right. Well, gives Ohio State a new set of downs here. Tight end screen. Oh boy. He could have got around the corner, but he's not a ton of explosiveness there. Out there rumbling up the field, looking like Gronk on the Bucks. But picks up 7 on first down. That's a good play. Travion. Let's see how this is blocked up first. This dude, whoever that dude is, makes a heck of a block there. Right here. That's great blocking. Who is that? That's Simmons? Oh wait, no, sorry, that's Kazmarek. That's a tight end right here. He just takes this dude and just takes him completely out of the play right here. And then Josh Simmons opens up the next level of the play. Trey, stiff arm, right to the face. Goodbye. Nice run. Nice blocking and nice run. I mean, when you have running backs this good and you're blocking like that, you're gonna run for a lot of yards and a lot of touchdowns here. Okay, here comes a stiff arm. Goodbye. And then just the ability to bounce off that contact. Yikes. Right to the face there. And then just burst forward and not let it affect you. Just the acceleration there to get back up to speed. So we got, is this a new kicker? There's a reason they're showing him. Little guy, but he's able to execute. Let's see, fly into the ball. Are we flying to the ball here? We violent. Is that Lorenzo Styles? He's always making plays on special teams. He's always the guy making those tackles. Really good player. Okay, so somebody's got to fit this hole, and we're a little late. That's Sonny. Sonny's a little late again. There it is right there. We got to be there. And there he is. Okay, he's in there. Or that wasn't him. No, it was him. All right, good job. Good job, Sonny. Third and short. He gets cut blocked there. Jack Sawyer. Looks like Stone Earl just falls on the cutback attempt. Field, something's up with the field, but also, let's see if that would have actually been able to get through. Okay. One, one is blocked there. One is blocked there. Those guys double team that successfully. This looks like he's being blocked successfully there, Mitchell Melton, but he just falls through. I think he probably would have squeezed through and got the first down if he didn't fall. Nice. Oh, just behind him. He's gonna have to just. I mean, he's wide open, but it seems like he's been trying to go to Jelani Thurman first few games here. Haven't really been able to make a good connection to bad throw. Talking about Chip Kelly here, and it's okay to run for 4 yards, but when Ohio State runs for 4 yards, it feels like you know a no gain just because of how good this running attack's been so far. Which is crazy because last year a 4 yard run would have been A plus. Okay, so good protection there. Josh Fryer's holding up a little bit. Finds Jeremiah across the middle. He's off frame, but nice little cross the middle play there on third down. Keep the offense on the field. Let's see the Jeremiah Smith route here. Just boxes out his guy and makes the catch. He's able to get there quite in time. Okay. Judkins mauling up front. Decent block by G. Scott, but he kind of good. I mean, that's good. I mean, his guy, luckily you have Quinshawn. He just bounces right off the tackler, fights forward. I mean, he gets hit at the 37, fights forward for about 8 or 9 more yards. All day to throw. What are we doing? I mean, come on. That's got to be a better throw. What happens here? Is this when Ryan Day got the penalty? Yeah, they were. These refs were just not very good. Um, Quinshawn fights forward for about 7 or 8 on second down, so you're gonna have 3rd and 19. Oh, oh yeah, this dude hits this defensive end over here hits Josh Fryer with the spin move, comes around the end. That's I mean, if you think Josh Fryer is an NFL tackle, then that guy is an NFL player right there. So I think Josh Fryer will make it to the league for sure. I don't know where he'll be drafted, but he's definitely going to get a look in the NFL. Okay, let's see the oh yeah, that's a beautifully executed spin move there. Good for him. Good for 15. He's a ball player. That's what Ohio State should have CJ Hicks doing. What happened? What? Okay, whatever. We don't care. Let's see the punt. Oh boy. Is that McLarty? Is that big man? Or is that McGuire? Hmm. Lands it in the end zone. Out to the 20. Massive hole there. D line does not. I mean, just look at the. This is a routine occurrence here, and we're not filling either. We're not. The linebackers are too late. They're not filling these holes. Wait, what happened here? Why did? Oh, we missed the first down play, which was. They have a different quarterback in the game too. Just a drop. Okay, so 3rd and 3. So they have a backup in. The backup can run, and our defensive front cannot contain, and they're just leaving wide open holes for guys to run through. Nobody's filling these holes up. Sonny was, where did Sonny come from? Or was that not Sonny? Or was this Caleb Downs coming down to make the play? Yeah, it was. Limits it to about a 5-yard gain. Good way to trigger by Caleb Downs there. Okay, there we go. We get somebody in the backfield here. That Jordan Hancock? Yeah, nice. Very nice. Who? Sonny's got a, well, there's 2 holes. So he's kind of dead to rights there. But Jack gets a paw on him, spins him around, and Latham Ransom finishes the job off. Again, no, we're not really filling these. Oh, Melton. Melton was around the edge here, and just this field, man, slippery. But gotta have that artificial turf in there to capitalize on the concert money. So he slips. That's a sack, but he slips there. But luckily, Sonny. Oh, wait a minute. Sonny is there, misses the tackle. Melton got a chance at him again. Tries to arm tackle him, bounces off. Uh, the cameraman thought he was running. Probably should have, but I don't know. It was not a very accurate throw. Oh yeah, that skipped in there. All right, well we got a punt now. Innis, okay. Oof, another. Wow, what is up with this turf, man? Dude, they're just slipping left and right. I mean, he might have been. I mean, he's got this guy to beat, that guy to beat, but not sure what else was behind him. But golly, this turf. Oh, there you go. Jeremiah Smith, free rusher. Did this dude just slip or did he just try to make the tackle? I couldn't tell, but easy, untouched, big time. I think it was only his second catch of the game. Ohio State didn't really run a lot of plays on offense. A lot of quick scores, and defense spent a lot of time on the field there. Easy. Okay, little man. There you go. Bang it through the end zone. Don't let him return it. Okay, let's see here. Uh, D-line has to make the play here. Who's this? Just Kenyatta Jackson. Yeah, nice way to get off your block and make the tackle there. Okay, so Braxton does complete a pass here, but pretty clean pocket. Nice hit, Denzel Burke. Look at him. Just shoulder right to the chest and just pops him. Physicality. Bam. Okay. Yeah, this quarterback's not very comfortable in the pocket here. He's freaking out as the pocket's kind of collapsing around him. He just throws it, hits his receiver in the foot. Not 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 Stone Earl, I'll tell you that. Good little punt there. Brandon has to fair catch it, and he hates the fair catch. So, they try to hit him with the exact same play again, huh? Is that Carnell? Yeah. Luckily for Marshall, the defender is able to wrap up, but they were trying to get that same sort of play to Jeremiah had earlier. Perfectly clean pocket, big chunk play there. Right back to Carnell Tate. Okay, let's go back here. Sorry. All day to throw. Usually I'm noticing with Ohio State when the ball doesn't come out almost immediately, not a whole lot going on. It's like these passing plays are when they work immediately. When they don't work immediately, there's really not a whole lot else going on there. Nobody open. He's just got to throw it away. Second and long. Toss. Picks up 4. Personal foul. Unnecessary roughness on the defense. Do they show it? Who's being unnecessarily rough here? I don't know. You don't see it. Okay. Good push. This guy's free though. Was Jelani supposed to have him? Yeah. It's another play that was other than this guy. If this is blocked up and that hole opens up, he might be gone. With this downfield blocking here, use that to kind of get around. Okay, yeah, it's gonna go right there to Thurman. Oh, slips again. I mean, this field, man, slips and falls. Couldn't turn up field there. And, okay, so you got 4th and 1. You're gonna go for it. Yeah, just easily pick that up right up the gut. And that's just man on man. Take your guy and push him backwards. And picks up 5 when you need 1. There's no reason you should ever be stuffed in a situation like that against Marshall. Okay, here's another stiff arm by Quinshawn. Looks like he's wrapped up. Throws that guy to the ground and just gets into the end zone there. Wow. What a run. I mean, overall, these offensive plays are blocked up very well. These running backs are excellent. Um, When you've got those two things, you're gonna score a lot of points. This running game looks unrecognizable based on what I saw out of Ohio State last year. I mean, completely and totally unrecognizable. The blocking is so much better, and that's the difference because you had Travion Henderson. Obviously, you didn't have Quinshon Judkins last year. You have both of them in there now, and Quinshon is obviously an impact player, but it's really that blocking. It's really that blocking. It's just phenomenal. And I know, playing against some cream puff opponents, but you didn't, I mean, Ohio State didn't even crack 5 yards of carry against Youngstown State last year. It's an FCS team. I mean, they could not run the ball against anybody. It wasn't a talent issue, it was a blocking and assignment issue. Guys just are not blocking who they're supposed to be blocking. It's just an execution thing. And they're executing at a much higher level this year. Offensively, I mean, you're seeing a lot of great things. Very collegey style of offense, almost. But then again, that's a lot of that stuff is you're seeing more and more of it in the NFL. A lot of concepts that I think the Chiefs use. Defensively, didn't love the effort here, but ooh, I don't think it was as quite as bad as I thought while I was watching the game. Almost a pick there. And Stone Earl looks like he's back in the game. And that should have been picked. Oh no, Cole Pennington. So okay, that was not Stone Earl. That's Chad Pennington's kid. So Cole Pennington's in the game for the fourth quarter. Ooh, is that Mitchell Melton or Kenyatta? Okay, yeah, that was Kenyatta Jackson. Look at that get off there. Jumps up in the air. That's he's twitched up. What are you gonna call him for the late hit there? What? See what do we got the ball to 25. And what's the flag? Where is the ball after? Okay, so it was a 10-yard penalty on Ohio State. I don't know what for. Okay, we're getting some penetration here. Who's that? Is that 96? Is that Edric Houston? I don't know. I want to see who that was. They have Edric Houston playing on the inside, or is that K-Mac? Or I think that's Edric Houston. Can't really. Is that no? That's 95. So that is Taiwan Malone. So great play by him. Finally getting some penetration from this D line. And again, who's that? Mitchell Melton. Mitchell Melton's having a pretty decent game. Somebody's here to play on the defensive line. Big big hole opens up there. And linebackers nowhere to be found. Mitchell Melton makes a play there. Again, he's having a heck of a day. So they're gonna punt. Um, Nothing really out of Ohio State. So Devin Brown's in the game. Didn't look great. I just do want to highlight this little truck by James Peoples here. Just good, tough running by James Peoples, man. He is a special player. True freshman. Who's that? Is that Innis? I kind of wish they would rotate the receivers a little more, although you don't really want any of the top three guys off the field. But I do want to see Innis get some more meaningful reps. Um, yeah, we'll go ahead and cut it there. Um, I don't really feel like watching the rest of this game. Devin Brown doesn't do a whole lot. I do think they should probably start getting Julian Saint in there for some more reps. I mean, if they're going to just have Devin Brown in there handing the ball off, I mean, you're not doing anybody any favors there. Put Julian Sane in and let him throw. Let him throw to Brandon Innes. Let him throw to Mylan Graham. Let him throw to these receivers and start planning for the future. Um, Overall, I mean, incredibly explosive day from Ohio State. Uh, Offensively, defensively, did not love the performance from the defensive line. Just a lot of holes opened up. Linebackers kind of slow in filling the holes. Defensive line did not win a lot of reps. There's just a lot of guys getting blocked and taken out of the play. Um, Maybe the Heat had a lot to do with that. Probably affects the big guys the most. But I mean, Marshall had to play in the Heat as well. So it's not an excuse. I mean, you're Ohio State. But I also think, at the end of the day, they didn't give up a whole ton of yards. I mean, they gave up those two touchdowns in the first half. And both of them were pretty fortunate that Marshall got them. Again, I do think Ohio State deserved to be punished for those two drives and allowing those touchdowns. So even though Marshall probably shouldn't have got that first touchdown, or they were fortunate to get that first touchdown because the ball was fumbled and Ohio State was not able to recover it before it went out of bounds. And the second one, I mean, that guy's foot was out of bounds. They still got the score anyway. But then again, Ohio State really didn't deserve to get bailed out there. So, but no points allowed in the second half. So, 264 yards total offense for Marshall. They did run quite a few plays. 43 runs for 125 yards, 2.9 yards a carry. Pretty good on defense. Anytime you're allowing under 3 yards a carry, you're doing a heck of a job. Passing, 27 passing attempts for Marshall, 139 yards, 264 total yards on what is that, 70 plays. So let's just go on my calculator here. 264 divided by 70. 3.77 yards per play allowed by Ohio State. So, I mean, really good offensively for Ohio State, 569 yards, uh, 57 plays. So 569 divided by 57 comes out to about 10 yards per play, 9.98 yards per play. So averaging 10 yards per play on offense is obviously phenomenal. Really can't ask for anything more than that. That's about as good as it gets. Um, and the defense, other than a couple of drives, looked pretty good, although I would not say outstanding by the defense. Let's see here. Yeah. You did allow 18 first downs to Marshall. He picked up 23. I mean, you allowing 18 first downs, that's not good. Um, but I mean, everything else looks pretty good. You only possessed the ball for 23 minutes. Marshall had it for 36. It was incredibly hot. You were favored by 38.5 points in the game. You win by 35, so you don't get the cover. Um, I would grade it overall between offense, deep. Well, special teams is an F, an F minus. I know an F minus doesn't exist, but F minus for the special teams. Offense, I will give them an A because of the interception. That's what keeps it from being an A plus. And the defense, I will say a solid B minus. I mean, numbers wise, again, pretty good, but there were some things that I didn't like on the rewatch. I didn't like how many defensive linemen just seemed to lose on reps and get blocked and let guys through, and a lot of holes were opening up. I felt like the linebackers were a little late. Um, Secondary, pretty lights out as usual. Obviously, not perfect, but that touchdown play and maybe a few others. But um, overall, I'll give Ohio State overall a B minus, or I'll give overall. I think that probably average out to about a B minus when you factor in the special teams just completely not showing up at all. Um, so that is Ohio State Marshall. I'm going to do the Michigan game next. If you got this far and you enjoyed the video, like, maybe subscribe if you want to see more content like this. But that will be it for this one. I'll see you in the next.